This is the worst hotel in North America, barring none. As you can see, it's fairly empty right now, but if you had been here 2 or 3 hours earlier, it would have been full of fans getting ready to go to the West Virginia-Rutgers football game. In spite of making a phone call before I ever made reservations to ensure that there would be a rollaway bed available, and calling the day before our arrival to also confirm that there would be a rollaway bed available, at our arrival last night at midnight, there was nothing here. And a very uncooperative manager that was surly and did everything she possibly could to not be accommodating. We should have known there was trouble. We pulled in, there's this gigantic sign right here that there's supposed to be a Days Inn, and if you look around over here, there's absolutely nothing that's close to a Days Inn. If you pull into this parking lot and go past the Whitehall Pharmacy, you do see this sign that's buried way over here. It says you got to go down this back alley to get to the worst hotel in North America. This is the back alley that they have more signs leading you down, and it says something on one of the signs about a Mexican restaurant. We still hadn't seen anything that looked like a Mexican restaurant. The fine accommodations here at the Days Inn in Fairmont, West Virginia include highlights here in the bathroom of things falling apart, massive amounts of caulking along the way, a shower that drips continuously and won't stop. Over here is probably the best caulk job in here. And for the grand finale, here we are watching the Rutgers West Virginia University football game instead of watching the opening games from Europe that the NHL is not showing in the United States. So there. Here's my older son Fisher, who's accompanied us here on this trip. And Fisher, what's been the highlight of your stay at this fine hotel? That would be the Days Inn in Fairmont, West Virginia, the worst hotel in North America.
Well, the highlight being the high part or the low part, or what?
What's your most memorable experience so far?
Well, there is some faulty electricity on the wall, and last night before I went to bed, I was all settled down in this bed, all ready to go to sleep and stuff, reached over to turn the lamp off, and I received a shock from this lamp. It seems that the thing you turn to turn it on, the switch, has some bad wiring in it, and it caused me to receive an electric shock. And also, if I want to go ahead and mention this, the continental breakfast was said to be served from 5:30 to 9. I woke up at 8:30 and there was no breakfast. Apparently it had all been eaten. I think that they should be better managers of their supplies. That's about it.
Here's my other son and fellow blogger on for Preds on the Glass, Jackson. What was your worst experience so far? I understand you had a little trouble with the lack of a rollaway bed that had been promised to us.
Yeah. I had to sleep on 4 pillows last night that kept moving around, and I eventually kept falling off of them and sleeping on the ground the whole night, so yeah, kind of sucked. And now my back is hurting and hurts to walk. Thank you, Days Inn of Fairmont, West Virginia.
Would you say the floor that you were sleeping on was particularly clean?
No, I would not. You should smell it.
Thanks a lot, pal, for your cooperation.
No problem.